All right, we will start in something like 3 minutes. 3 minutes now, and we start. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see what price give us today. So we finally went to target, to yesterday target. We achieved it, but I was no longer in a trade when we did. But this cent we never got with it, except in here. So I couldn't like have held it to break even to go to the target. So yeah, so we swept that 90 MTBR. Let me tapping into this. What I see here. Yeah, we just in a range, right? And since we're in a range, what you want to do when you're in this kind of environment is limit your longs to the bottom of the range, because as you can see, if you decided to enter long here or there, you could have seen some profit even here. I mean, but don't try to long in here to get some target outside of the range. And I would recommend also to not long, to not do anything in the middle, right? Just wait for whether the top side or the bottom side of the range to get taken, and then try and take a trade afterward. If here is a plan. Here is a plan. Let's say we come up there and start closing up above. When we retest here, we may see something like this. But this is dependent on us closing outside the range. Okay? As long as we inside it, I mean, at least for me, there's nothing. Unless we take one side, and then I see flipping side, the price flipping, so I will try and take price back to the other side of the range. That's it. That's the whole plan. I don't see anything else for now. Let me check. Wait, what? This is not what? Alright. Let me know if you guys experience buffering. Like if hello Maxima, how's it going? Let me know if you have some lags going on and stuff. Check this. No. Check that. And I'm just waiting for one thing to happen so I can start my Ninja Trader and sorry, and start trading in. I'm in a long in this. No. demo along this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so the sweep, flip. Yeah, we might as well sweep that low. If we get below that low, whatever price gives me below, I'm interested in taking back in the range. If this gets below, we'll see. Let me check. Oil. So unfortunately, last night some I took some trades last night. Um, was unsuccessful with it because I lacked the understanding of realizing that we were in the range already. That's it. Yeah. So let's see what the market gives us, right? From the way it looks, since price make a low, make a high, and sweep that low, I'd expect this high to get taken, and then we'll in order for me to participate in, I need a close, tap back in, and then I get in on the tap back in, which would be the validation of that TBR for the TBR trader. Here it is. We'll see how that goes. Alright, this is a nice push. It should be expected, but the thing with this is price. If price come up and do a large green candle, it's fine. But if it starts stalling up there, it's more likely to visit the middle of the range again before doing anything else. So here we go. We took the top of the range. Let's see what price do now. There's nothing for me to trade as it is right now. So all the usual still applies, right? The count your swing and on the rest of it. So even if you come out of range, could go like 1, 2, right? This is actually the same thing. This time that problem, no high, no high. Okay, it's actually the same. So we go with pushing above the range. Oh, let me post this on Twitter. So we are putting high one close to one another, the classical, right? Of that high, of that high, of that high. Maybe we go for this. We'll see. I'm not taking any side up here. I'm just trying to get my brain up and running before I intervene with price. But this is this looks like the setup I trade on the lower time frame. Let me see. This is the 5 second. I don't really trade the 5 second. I just come to it sometime to see if it looks like I think it looks. And indeed, alright, cool. So here we go, back down into the range. This is why I was saying earlier when we were up there that I'm not looking too long the top, like any breakout, so we need some pullback. So we still closed above that high, right? So let's see what price give us in here. Lower. So in here, I'm not looking for long. We're too high. But let's say price fails in here, like making a lower high. I'd be willing to take price down to this week, right? So this pullback that's going on, like the green candle that's going back up in here, if that's failing here, I'll be willing to take price down. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Just the reason why I'm willing to take an entry short in here is because we are in a range. We took the top of the range with no strong closure. There's not much difference between that high and this one, right? And we give a pullback in. I'm willing to take the second leg down if there is one. So let's say price send us back up here and fails. I'm in to trade into those rules. That's the plan. And my target will most likely be something target to the bottom, something like this. Yeah. Which is a flat candle. I see. All right. Here we go. So I'm in a trade, my stop is below that high, and my target is this, right? Let's see what we get. This is my trade. My target is this. Flip to break even. I'm not letting this candle coming back to my stop though. Oh, we got stopped on gold on this demo trade. Let me check gold. Okay. All right, that's fine. So we're most likely taking the high of that candle, the little inside bar that's here. Most likely taking the high and then resume down to target. All right. Oh, we took the low first. Like this. I'd like it better if I took the high of the inside bar first um, and then the low, but we had break even, we're waiting. Now it looks like price is coming for that high, yeah, which is fine. Allow me 1 minute, please. Be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. All right, I'm back. Let's see what price does first. I'm still at B on this. Price is doing those swings, those lower time frame swings, actually coming back down in, which might indicate that we're leading to a rejection. Someone who asked me why. How do you know that we're leading to a rejection? I don't. But if price do a bunch of small swings, then it has to create a bigger swings by sweeping some of them. Okay. Still scouting for the same thing. Price took me out at B. So we got break even on this. It doesn't matter. It's the first trade of the day. The break even is fine. The reason behind this trade is we get the top of the range. We started. Tell me. We get the top of the range. We started and then dip back in the range, right? Without giving us a strong high. I mean a high that's has a big differences with the previous one. What happened when this usually happens? It's priced straight back into the range. So I took the second time out, which is this, trying to trade to that flat candle right here. That's it. That's the whole reasoning behind that trade. We're waiting for the next one. Check gold. The gold counter exchange is like today or something, right? So one swing, two. This is the third one. I wouldn't try and short those lows. Because this is where a long is most likely trying to appear. Go back on the Q. Watch it. Okay. Oh, nice working on top. Let's use price dim go to targets then. Look like we're going. All right. I'm scouting to know how could I have managed that entry better, because I was pumped to go at BE because we took this low right here, and my rule says whatever low that brings up the high where my entry is, when we take it I get to BE, but my BE is here. So price took me out here and then drop straight to target. Interesting enough. All right, on to the next trade. That's a good one. So we just mark this. We just mark this up as break even, and we keep scouting for the next opportunity. As I was saying earlier, as we're in a range, I'm more interested in longs at the lows and in short at the highs. As long as price doesn't give me strong highs, a strong high is what? In my opinion, a strong high is when price start giving up close like this, and there's a huge differences in between that high and the high it's making in here. This is a strong high for me. So when price pull back, I expect a weaker pullback, not a large one. But when price gives weak highs, like what I mean by weak highs is just that price didn't close that much higher, right? I expect deeper pullback into the range once it does that. This is why I was involved in that trade in the first place. That's the whole idea behind it. And then it's just candlestick structure, being able to read candles. Because what is this? My entry here. My entry here is just a retest of its own that allow us to close below that low and that low, right? After the sweep of the top of the range. Oh, this entry was good. But what happened the next time if I don't go to BE? Like if I accept this loss, let's say price come back up and take me. I just followed my rules. Going to BE at this point, I just followed my rules. But this was good. This was good. Need trade. So for longs, for people who want to longs, I would wait till we are in the lower portion of the range. This is what I do, because I don't know better. But you do you. Because even on that leg, you have a little swing count coming up here, right? This swing, you have that swing, right? So we have 1, 2, at least. This is not a high, and this is a high. Let's say this is 3. It's actually a lower time frame swing count on this. Yeah, 30 seconds. Giving it 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. Coming back down to the 70% of the previous one is what I expected. But okay. We wait for the next opportunity. My preferred setup, look like my preferred setup is not about to happen today, which is price shooting up or down and then start slowing down a bit and around, and then we take participation price to get lower. This is what happened here. So this was yesterday morning around the same hour, 10-ish, right? So price started going up right here, up, and then the high are near each other, formatting like near each other, right? And once this happen, I'm scouting for price to come back down to give us some pullback, some kind of pullbacks. So we took BE on this, 1 loss here, and 1 TP on this, which ended up being a total of 3-hour trade. Yeah, 3-hour, because this entry is a 4-hour entry, and we have to pay ourselves back for this one, which is fine in the end. But yeah, this is my favorite setup. In a range, you expect both sides to be taken, and then for price to trade back in. That's what you expect. Alright, let's see. we went below. You see, each time price goes below on gold, it will right back into the range. We get here, right back up. Here, sweep the low, right back up. Here, sweep the low, we're pushing back up. So final target has been filled. You see, this is the target I had for the short. I shared the short yesterday. Where is it? Let me show you charts. This, yeah. This was from the highs, and I shared this short yesterday, and my final target was here, and I ended up closing it early because I didn't like what price was doing here in there. I didn't like it, so I ended up closing it early. Oh, I hope YouTube don't strike me up today for listening to copyrighted music. I just put a playlist on YouTube and then they'll be like, you're listening to copyrighted music, we're gonna strike you up. Yes, but I'm not making any money with it. I don't even monetize my streams. Just to show people its price and for it to be enjoyable, I put some music in the background. So yeah, we have that deep down into the range. This is not where I do anything in the range. This is me, but I don't do anything here. Why? Because we just took a side and dip back in. I'd like for price to get to the low for me to long and to sweep a high for me to short, as I did with that one. Alright. Looks like price is expecting that low. So let's see. Let me check Bitcoin. Ah, yeah, yeah. I was expected. I was expecting this. We've been expecting you to pull back. If this stay like this, we might be able to see some real lows, because it's exactly the same thing that's happening on the higher time frame here, in my opinion, than the setup I trade on the lower time frame, which is we have one high here that put a low, that put a high close to it, close near it, right? That put a low. That's with the previous low, but that doesn't matter. We're looking at the highs, how close they are to one another. I put a high here. I get to sweep all this one. But this low right here didn't come and close like this. Like something. It didn't push. So we can say for sure that price is out of this range, and if there is a retest on top of it, it's most likely for us to long, right? What it did instead is just came up back to take the first version that we're shorting price up there. This is how I see it, at least, right? So this is why I expect price to give us some low, at least that one. I'm not going to project myself too much, but this low for me has to go. We'll see what price does, right? But this is my plan for Bitcoin. Gold. Nothing for me in here. I see gold going back to the highs, but I don't know. I'm not sure from where. Let's see. So there was all those swings, and I took this short coming back down here, but I ended up cutting it here for like something like 14 hours or something. And then we have me trying to fight price to come back up, because I already TP'd my short, and I'm like, yeah, price have to go back up, which it doesn't. But yeah. Alright, back on in queue. So let's see if we can close above this high, and then price giving us a pullback. So if we close above that high and price give us a pullback here, I'll be willing to participate in the higher prices. But first we have to close above that high and get a pullback. So we get no close. Price kept going down. So this is the only way that I would like to interpret in price to go long, if we close above that high and then give a pullback, so I'll long it. So yeah, we need to close above the green light for me to take longs. And it's just the green line is just the higher time frame candle high. This is not my favorite environment, but it's not that hard. What you have to do is wait for the extremities. So price sweep the high of the range, we trade back in with it. Sweep the low, we trade back in with it. That's it. No, nothing else. Oof. Oh. Snap. As I see it, ranges are a good environment to trade because price is bound, and you know where you get the bounce. You have the top, you have the bottom. You know where longs are likely at the bottom. You know where short are likely at the top. And for the people joining in, I was saying this here is the plan. If price close above that high, when then give a pullback, I'll be willing to long. Other than that, there's nothing here because this is the high of a higher time frame candle. Going back down, then price visited the 70% of that candle and shorted back down again. That, yeah, meaning there's nothing. Let me just remove this not to trip people out. This is what we need to see in order for us to long. As you can see, price is still shorting, and I took this little short right here, but there was nothing for me in here to take the short, to be fair. Like price is attacking this low. Yeah, this is great. That's great. That's great. Don't hesitate to yeah, it's a big range, Maxim. It's a huge range, but the more price range is bound in a larger range, the easier it is for traders to be able to do something in it. But if you go on a higher time frame, everything is bound in a range. You know, this is the top of a range, this is the bottom of a range. And then we will leave that one and we bound it, but this is the top, this is the bottom, right? We come higher, this is the top, this is the bottom, and you can see there's some reaction going on in here, there's some reaction going on in here, right? There's one touching, one touch there, one touch there. As for the support and resistance trader, this is how they see it, and I understand why. I understand why. I don't trade that way really, but I understand why they see it like this. All right. It's an easy environment to trade if you know what you're doing. I'm kind of mad that the price went to my break even, but you have to respect your plan, right? So here's the plan layout. I'm I'll be looking for long at lows. Not before. There's nothing before, right? And you can also count your swing when price is dipping back in. But the fact that you arrive at in a range, when you get to like 4 to 5 swing, you don't jump into an entry going the other way because you got to 4 and 5 swing. You need the second thing, which is where you are in the range to be able to take part in price, to participate in, right? Wait, give me one sec. Let me restart this. Trading view just went out. All right, here we go. Perfect. Let me see about the alerts. I have a few alerts for price on different things, so I don't miss out once we get to my level, because I'm down to scalp when it comes to NQ and gold on day trading basis. But when you're looking for higher time frame entries, waiting for them X is just take too much time. So I just put alerts and wait for them to hit. First thing to come up to design. Let's figure this to do. Did we take it? Did not. That's crazy because on NQ we did not, but on micro, which I was trading on something else, we did. That's interesting. But on NQ, price came down and respected. That's what happened. By what? A tick? Yep. Yeah, by a tick. Imagine. This is where you take profit. Let's say this was your target. You need to be able to have some exit techniques. Otherwise, you're giving back all your profit. No, okay. So yeah, them swing going back down. We have one here, second here on the lower time frame. This is the third one. This will be the fourth one. Alright, let's see what price take us. Same thing. A close above, close above this down candle, but close above here and a pullback, as stated earlier, could lead us to this high and potentially higher. But first we need to see a close above here, right? Let me change the music that we're listening to. Oh, it's Boiler Rooms. Allowed on YouTube. Let me check. Let me put out the Fred again, Boiler Room. Alright. So let's see if we get the close here. Close, pull back, up. Them can love you like I do. Them can love you like I do. Oh, oh. Wait a minute. Alright, here comes the close. Any pull back in here I'm interested in to take bites back up. Then can them can love you like I do. Why am I? Because this is a down candle, and if we come back down, sweep those lows. I'm still interested in longing. But I first need to pull back. Hey. So the plan is, if price get below the high, I'll buy stop whatever down candle is putting in the low. Don't worry. All right. The price started flying. Let me check. Okay. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. I was not able to participate in. I was expecting a deeper pullback. This is why I was not able to participate in, but yeah, this is nice. And this smile on my face. This week is most likely gone. Based on the fact that we took that high and pulled back like this. Let's see how price close. Alright. I mean, what is this? Yeah, look like price wanna dig down into those lows. Oh yeah. Holy rara. That's rara. That's wild. Is there news? This is wild. Yeah, this is wild. So I was expecting this pullback to happen before we take that high, but now that we took that high, no close, price straight back down heavily. So let's see whatever. Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to find an entry here. Let me see the amount of swing that we have going up, right? So have you. Even if it's this one. Oh yeah. Let's see, 1, 2. This is the third one. So let's see if price fails around here and can trade back down in the range with it. Only if it fails around here. If price end up coming back and close above that down candle, this is end up being just a week, and it doesn't matter if price going higher. But if not, and it fails there, we can see those low go. Am I allowed to short? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm allowed to short. Midnight. Midnight. Alright, this is my entry, I guess. Yeah, this is me. This is me. Yep, yep. Alright. Let's see, I took a little entry in here. Aiming back for those lows. My stop is behind. Give me one sec. Alright, here. My stop is behind this. If this is not able to put a low, we get above my stop, which is fine. I'm still stopping the second time out of this, you know. This is the plan, and I will be taking profit. Let me show you. I'll be taking profit. Here. Oh, we also need to put a low for me in order for me to be protected. We'll see. But this is the trade I'm in right now. Me out of this. Oh yeah, we are out of coming out. You are out of coming out. Actually, show you. Right? Once we get that low here, I'm flipping to break even. Maybe he is here. Let's see if we get there. I just hope that Boiler Wound has no copyright on his music, and we're fine. If it's so, I will just play Boiler Wounds in streams, because yesterday I got strikes by YouTube for playing copyrighted music. I'm like, yes, okay, cool, but I'm not actually selling anything. I'm just listening to music while I'm trading. Alright, let's see how deep of the pullback this is going to be. Yeah, I like my entry because it's after you take a side of the range. Second time out of it, yeah, it's fine. I like my entry. Whether it's a win or lose, I like this trade. This trade respect my plan, so it's fine. Call me out of this. Me out. Hey. Remember, once we take that low, I'm at break even. Why? Because if price one make some highs and change its mind, once we take that low, this is where the risk is. How many are so wait. Uh, if I start to shoot up, I'm not taking a loss on this. I'm taking B. There's no way price went that much and I'm taking a loss on it. It's just bad management if I do. If let's say if price come up here, I will flip to B anyway. All right. So we at B now. Let's see what price do. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. My name is all right. My stop is behind this high right now. Wait. Yeah. because yeah, I'm not giving back all of this. There's no way. Wait, let me put this clearly. Remove that. Remove that. And my stop is here. Why? Because this is a 1.83 hour trade. I'm not giving back this much. There's no way. There's no way. So yeah, trailing is fine. So we wait. Now we wait. Stop in here. There's no weeks on that trade. We wait. Yeah. Still waiting. All right. Should have one here, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the week. Okay, I just realized something. My target is here. But this is the week, right? And on a higher time frame, this part of here is the week. That send us here. Then do anything. But the week, as we know, is the origin of the move on the lower time frame. What the origin can do, give some pullback because you are sitting at 70% or more right here. This is why this happened, right? Before we get to TP. All right.
I've got feelings.
Look at the wick trying to cook me. Let's see if we get this wick high and then twist back down. Oh no. Oh look. Oh. That's it. Oh. Reaching BE? Yeah, I got BE. Alright. This is what the tweet ended up being like. It's fine. I'm happy. I mean, I had to respect my rules. The only thing is, I have failed to take profit at the right place. The right place was here because this is the week, as I was saying. Alright, that's fine.
I've got feelings.
On to the next trade. Still ranging, in a range. I'm still waiting for the same thing. We take the high. I'm looking if price is willing to send me lower. We take the low. I'm looking if price is willing to send me higher. That's it. There's nothing else I do in range. And of course, you have to have hand-to techniques and stuff, but none of that matter if you don't know where to take place, where price is more likely to give you what you're looking for. Let me see this. Let me put an alert here. So I want to look at GC once we get to this low. Notification, yeah. Okay, cool. Yes, this might go at TP, but why do I not assume? I mean, why do I get my stop to be E and then in profit fast? Because I've been losing a lot. Like, you know, I've been losing for a while, and thinking I'm right about this TP no matter what is not the way, because today I'm already making some good profit, like actually, and I'd never seen TP. This trade is a BE, and this trade got stop in profit, but I'm seeing good profit because I moved my stop in, right? Yeah, this was, let me put this back here. This was the setup. You don't have to be so strong. Look like price wants still want to go higher, but it's crawling higher. I'm more on the way of looking for it to trade back down. One, two, this is three. Once we trade above this will be the third swing. We'll see. How silly of me. I failed to identify where I should take profit. Which is obviously here, right? Because this part is a weak candle. As we know, the weak can do what it just did, right? You will appreciate that I wasn't trying to take the lows of the whole thing, because this get me cooked more time than not. Look like this candle is failing in here to make a high. This could end up being equal high into the lows, but what do I know? We are inside the range. I just watch price here. Let me see how Bitcoin is doing. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. When was it? Past weekend? Yeah, last week I was with some friend, with family actually, my girlfriend family, and there's a friend of us that told me that he just bought Bitcoin, and I was like, yeah, lower before higher, and I was like, you must wait a little bit before you add to your position. Why? Because of this. What I see here is high getting close to one another. So how you can trade this is thinking it's a range. So you buy at the bottom, you sell here. This is how you can act in it. But he went in and bought here, which is basically the top, in my opinion, the local top. And we just look for some pullback. Doesn't mean that price cannot take this low, get above here, and do exactly the same thing before getting down again. But the way it looks, at least for me here, we're looking for some lows. Yep. Oh, look at us. Nice. You see, this is why you take profit. What do I know about price going behind that low? So did we close? Oh, interesting. Let me put this stuff back down. One sec. Mm-hmm. Turn up the light. Turn up the light. Is there news later today or something? The range is intense. Let me check. And no red folder news, it appears. Oh, Bank of BOC is what? Bank of China meeting minutes? Is it? Let me check. Crazy move here. Beautiful, but this is crazy. Ain't no love in the jungle. Ain't no love. See, this move going down took the inside low right here and tap into the wick. Look at the volatility coming back up. You don't want to be caught in this, because if you look at this, you'll be like, oh yeah, equal highs, run the lows, cool. But what happened if I don't tuck my stop in there? I take a stop. What happened if I sell stop this coming back into here, but I'm like, this has to go here. We take the inside high, the high that's the low that's not a part of structure, sorry, and then price shoot back up. Wherever is your entry, now you're in stress. What happened if you took profit here? Alright, let me check about the news, right? And no, 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 no. And no love in the jungle. Oh, more power to me. It's good. We'll dance in the moonlight. Oh, sorry. See? About to get zeroed out. Anyone that took an entry in here? Thinking now it's time for the lows, and we swept that, so I'm good here. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Then dancing with the lights out. Dancing. Hey. It's starting to look like a big landing on the top for me, but we'll see. I'm scouting for the next time price come up above here to be able to trade back with it. If it does, right? This is crazy to me. Alright. Alright. May be able to see those low now. Let's see. what price does. Based on the fact that there's no inside wigs, this is the inside wig now. We'll see. I'm not making decision in this. There's no way. Oh, let me check something. Price looks like. Oh, interesting. All right. Oh yeah, this is one of the best songs of the border. I'm looking for the next opportunity. Just waiting now. One last trade and I'm out. Right. One last trade. What can the trade be? We trade above here. Give me a high close again, and we good. Or we trade below. Oh. Let's see, yes. What's is the SP500 doing? Alright. Yeah. Oh, I have a friend holding this since here. And I'm telling him to, my god, hang tight, but I hope this is it. Take low, high, yeah. I hope we don't get below that low, this would be bad for him. Alright. Let's go back on the 1 minute. Okay. This okay. I don't have any other plan than waiting for the high to get taken again, offers to be below that low. If I get taken, I'll try to find an entry short. If not, because we're in a range and I don't like take decision in here. Oh, this is our rounding. Yeah, I see this has a large rounding, but this looks like a rounding at the bottom here. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know which way we're going. We wait. What is this? Alright. I'm gonna have to stop the music. Hey. Alright, let me find some. Let me put this. So yeah, I have to put some random songs just based on the fact that I don't have the right to use copyrighted music on YouTube. So now it's ASMR trading. So as you can see, this high is about to get taken. We would expect price to come to this high that's here right now. But little do we know that price can give another pullbacks before it does so. Alright. This will end up being the third swing on the way up. Right here. A larger one, I mean. If we can give a close above. Goodness gracious. That's a good range. So yeah, look like we're looking for that high again. Let's after we take that high, if price doesn't give a strong high, which is a larger candle, um, we'll be looking for the same setup again, coming back down. We have one swing here, one swing here on the way up. Let's see if price can do. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Hello. This is exactly why I don't make decision in the middle of a range. Let's say I took an entry here to get to this high. What happened? I took an entry here to get to that low. Took it too. Okay. No problemo, price. Large wick low. So let's say if price shoot up and end up closing above that high, this ends up being a week for price to trade higher. My problem with this and why I'm not taking place in anything going on in here is my swing count is getting higher. I mean, it's the third one. I could take long, right? But price make highs one close to another. It looked like price want to trade higher. Let's see what it does right now. Yeah, this is looking like a weak formation. There's nothing for me to take place in anything in here. One could argue that we could buy stuff that high to go higher, but I'd rather find a little short coming back down in the range. Alright. Alright, let me zoom in to actually see what price is doing in here. So that high, we visiting the high, tap back in, tap back up, and this low looks weak until it's not, but for now this low is weak. So for this low to be protected, we need a closure up above here, above that high at least. All right. Let's see if we trade into some highs right now. I'm not into any trade, but let's see if price keeps shooting up. Took that high. Let me check something. Okay. There's a little swing here, a little swing there, but the thing is, this low is weak. I want to take place in a short coming from here back to here, then try and long this high. I really don't like that song. Price doesn't look like you want to get to the lows. Let's see what it does after we get those highs. To okay. So we are actually at the top of the range. I would prefer for price to sweep the top before I trade back in. But this look like we want to trade back in now. So I won't do anything because I'd prefer for price to take something before I do something. All right. All right, now did we take that high? Not yet. Each time price get above a high, it trade right back into the range. This is looking like price wants lower prices, right? It looks like it. Look at those rejections going on in here. Yeah, that's what I would expect because of this kind of rounding. It's the classic setup going on the lower time frames. The same thing. So we took we rounding at the top, took that week. Let's see if we go for this one or if this one is enough for us to go above the high. any failure in here will result first, just taking in those lows, this here. So yeah, it's cruising down. So we have the rounding, obvious wick. Let's see if we get there. I'm not in that trade, but this was a good setup. Why am I not in this trade? Because I was looking for this highs to get taken before I do anything. So take the high and then I trade back in the range with price, but I wasn't expecting it to do the setup before. But still, it's a beautiful trade. Okay. Let me check the lower time frame. Oh yeah. So we're making swings on the 5 second. So you can't just swing on your way down. I have one low now. This is the first one. This is the second one. This would be the third one, right? The weak inside of here. So you see we have the low on the 5 seconds, the same thing. We have the low close to one another. That's up here. Price trade back up. Let's see if it tap into something and keep giving us lows or not. Traded above this this high right here, which was not a part of structure, and this one too. Did we take that one? Wait, yeah, we swept the high of a candle right here. Okay, cool. So now we can see price keep closing down, right? And so price might take this pull back, then back down again. That's what I would expect from it. This kind of behavior. Let me see how many swings we have on 1 minute none. Yeah, so we count the lower time frame swings. Oh. Oh, the financial juice in okay. So how many swing do we get here? We have one there. Let me change the color of this. We have another one there. We have another one there. 3. And what happened? We take the wick in question, and you see price shooting back up. See if price close above this and pull back, we can see a move coming up. But we need to close above this first. A close is needed in order for us to say anything. It's going this way or that way. What I expect is for the low to get smashed, but that's just me. Little less here. You see, surprise. Make the swing trade above that high, swept it, and kept dumping. That's the whole story until it's not, right? Nah, I need my music. This is insane. Not being able to play copyrighted music is insane. I need to be able to play this. Like I need to send some emails. Oh, we have some pullback coming from here, but the swing count is already exhausted. All right, I think I think I'll just close to him. So, what's the plan here? We're in a range. Sorry to state the obvious, but we're in a range. And in the range, short are here, and longs are down there. This is why I only took short today. Eh, because I don't know how to do better than what I just did. Let's see, a close above this and then a pull back in it would end up being, we might take the highs. So yeah, close here. All right, have a good one, everyone. I have something to take care of. Maybe I'll be here later for sure. Thanks for attending the stream, bro.